Hey guys, it's Elaine, the Ninja Life Coach, and welcome to my channel today. Today, I'm going to talk to you about revamping a wig. So sit back, grab yourselves a cup of coffee. I'll be right back. Hey everybody, I'm back. And I wanted to talk to you today about cutting and thinning a wig. This wig, I worked on this thing today for a long time. I've been working on my wigs today, changing a bunch of them over to, cutting bangs into them, thinning them, restyling them just a little bit, steaming them. I like to wait until I've got, 6 or 7 wigs and then cut them all at once. I don't like to do one wig at a time. So that's why oftentimes my wigs are not thinned, because I just haven't gotten around to the stockpile yet. Well, I actually reviewed this little wig on the channel here, and I really like her, but I've worn the wig only maybe one time since I reviewed the wig, because she was really long, and she's still really long, but really, really hairy. So a friend of mine was telling me about a technique that you can do to actually cut layers easily into a wig, and I tried it and it worked like a charm. So the reason I have on so much pink lips, pink eyes, is I'm getting ready to put on this pink wig. So I'll be right back. This is the results of thinning and cutting layers into an Amazon wig. Now this wig already had some layers cut into her, but I just cut some more. And as you can see, I've been working on her. There's my steamer over there in the corner, but the hair movement is much better since I added more layers to this wig. And the color was always pretty, and I always liked this. So I was like, today is a Saturday. I'm not doing anything, so I'm going to work on some of my wigs. And I decided that I really like her now, and I'll probably be wearing this wig in an updo. Now, this is my result of wig thinning today. Okay, so the first thing I want to tell you about before you thin, cut, or do anything to the wig, take a really good look at the wig. Look at the cap construction. Make sure that you've got enough hair to thin out your wig. Now, with an Amazon wig, most of the time, you're not going to have that problem. Most of the time, you're going to have the opposite problem. They're going to be excessively hairy. And this wig was no exception. This wig was really, really hairy. So I looked it over real well, decided, okay, this is fine. I can go ahead and cut it. Now, what I did to remove some of the length right at first is I took all of the hair, combed it forward, pulled everything forward, and put it into a ponytail, like so, like this. And I mean everything, even the back and everything else. And I put it into a ponytail right here. Then I just simply took my scissors and cut off the bottom part of it. Then when I combed it back, I had some nice little layers. Now, let me give you a caveat to that. Don't try that on your better wigs. I do not know if it'll work. Worked perfectly on this wig, but I did still have to go in and do a lot of thinning and a lot of tapering. Let me show you how to do that. So this is what I used. This is a set of thinning shears that I got on Amazon, and I'll put a link down in the description box so you all can see this. As you can see, this is nothing but scissors with the little teeth in them. That's all this is. I have another set of these somewhere, but I absolutely lost them somewhere. You don't need expensive ones. These were like 12 bucks or something like that. And I had a pair of scissors that I used to thin my wigs. When I went in, after I thinned everything out with this, and when you thin, you want to lift your top layer up and thin from underneath. You don't ever want to thin from your top down. You lift up this layer, take a little section at a time, and clip, clip, clip to thin. Now, when you want to taper, all you have to do is take a little piece of hair, like, let's just use this one for instance, and take your scissors and just do this. Run your scissors down your synthetic. And that's all you have to do to taper out the ends. I really love the way this turned out. Now let me turn around so you all can see this. I think this is pretty. It doesn't seem like it's tangling nearly as much at the back and at the nape because I cut a lot of it out. So there's not as much there to tangle. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to style this a little bit, and I'll be right now. One thing I like to do with one of these cheap Amazon wigs, because I don't think the front looks all that great, I usually hide them with a head wrap. Now, that seems like a lot to wear on your head, but that's not all. Underneath my head wrap, I've got my velour wig grip, and I just simply tuck this in around it. This will keep your head wrap from moving around and sliding, especially if you have on a silk or cotton or natural fiber head wrap. Now, it does make the wig a little bit hotter to wear, but I like the extra security of doing that because especially if I'm wearing a wig that's this big on my head. So let me do an updo. I'll be right back. Now, let's say I want to do just a fun little updo for summer to get some of this hair off my head. So I would do something like this. I've got this clipped back right here with a couple of bobby pins, big long bobby pins, and then I just have this up with the clip. And you could do something like that. Let's try something else, and I'll be right back. Okay, so here I am with this look. Now let me turn around, let me let you all see this. This is just a ponytail, that's all this is. You could braid it, you could leave it right like that, or you could clip it up. Now I do this sometimes. I'll put it all the way up here on top of my head, clip it right there, flip this back over it, and then you've got like a little top knot messy bun. Now you have to have a pretty long wig to do this, and this wig certainly is. This wig is pretty long. But if you want your hair showing on top to give you a little height, you could do something like this. Now, if you wanted to make it more of a knot on top, just put this where you want it, twist it a little bit, fold the hair back into itself, and then clip it. And that way you've not got a bunch of hair flopping around. You've just got something like that. I actually like the other way better, but this is a wonderful way to wear some of your longer wigs this summer. And, you know, after you've thinned your wig, it's not quite as hot, and you may not think you're going to die. I know here in the South, it's very, very hot, and I do everything I can to try to keep cool. Normally in the summertime, I wear my more low density wigs or my hair pieces a lot. But I thinned this one out today, and I thought, you know, I'm just going to play with this today, and I'm going to show you guys what I did to it. I actually like everything that I did with this wig, and I think this wig is pretty. I think the color on this wig is really, really nice. It's a pretty color of pink, and I think there is a lot that you could do with this wig after you thin it out and make it yours. Now, you might like it nice and thick like that, and if you do, there's certainly nothing wrong with that. But I always feel like since I'm so short, I need to do a lot of thinning on my really long wigs. I'll be honest, I don't spend a lot of money on my really long wigs, and I don't do that because, number one, I don't wear them as much as I do my shorter wigs. And when I say shorter, I mean to here and shorter. Wigs that come past here, I don't spend a lot of money on them because I don't wear them a lot. And, you know, that's why I keep several of these little long Amazon wigs for the days that I want to wear something like this, or when I want to have long hair, or when I want to do a ponytail. Because my own hair would never do a ponytail. But now, I can do a ponytail anytime I want to. I know you can buy ponytail wigs, and I get that. But this, when you buy something like this and you kind of, you know, thin it and make it your own, you really have more options with it besides just wearing it up in a ponytail. So guys, I hope you all have a great day. God bless you all. I love you guys. Marinatha, folks. Bye-bye.